Monday, Pi Day, March 14th, 314, 2022. And today's lesson is on, as I often share lessons on, how to get your direct mail piece open. Obviously, also applies to emails. You got to get them opened. Social media posts, you got to stop the scroll, as they say, and get the post read while people are just scrolling through everything in their feed. But here we'll use the illustration from some pieces of mail that landed in my mailbox recently. Now, some of these some time ago, but I put them on the pile, and here we are. I've got four different envelopes with handwritten name and address on them. So here's the thing. Number one, doing well, that they all have a size envelope that makes it appear. Getting an error message popping up here. Where are we? There we go. They all appear as if they are a personal, like a greeting card size, right? So that's a plus. If you're going to use handwriting to make it look personal, you might want to use an envelope that looks personal as well, not a windowed number 10 envelope or something that screams business. Now, a couple of things about here that scream a little bit of business is the fact that you have the barcode on there. This one has a return address from a business. So, not absolutely perfect, but concentrating on the handwriting. There's two different ways to do this. You can have it, well, three different ways, I guess. You can have it printed fonts, which you can print out of any computer. You get, go to a search engine and look up a handwritten font and download them, and you can, write messages in Google Docs or Microsoft Word or whatever using handwritten fonts, or you can have them handwritten printed on to the envelope. So you can use whoever does your mail fulfillment can have a machine that actually scribbles on handwriting onto envelopes, or you can actually have a human being handwrite the name and address. Now, obviously, the last one is the most expensive. However, it's probably just as obvious. It's the most effective. It's actual handwriting. I've done this before, and you pay per line. So you pay, extra for if you're putting a name of a company on or whatever, if you have four lines instead of three or whatever. But that's usually, in my experience, how they charge per line. Or, like in my case, and a lot of my clients, like I like to drop 100 personal messages at once. Say if I drop 100 letters on a Monday, I know I'm getting replies by the end of the week, and I can drop 100 letters every Monday to my list and know that I get X number of replies during the week, which results in X number of clients. Manageable, easy, and 100, I can write out the envelopes, 100. You could also get your kids or family members to write them out or employees, but, you know, pretty cheaper if you do it with family members. But I'd be like watching a movie and handwriting envelopes and hand signing letters and hand putting, underlines and arrows along the pages of the sales letter. I've done all that. When you do just 100 a week, you can do that. But if you're going to mail out thousands, then it's likely you're going to pay a firm to do the handwriting again, where they charge, X number of cents, 10 cents, 12 cents, 15, whatever they charge per line. I know the first time I did it was about 15 years ago, and I think it was 3 or 4 cents a line. So I'm sure it's a lot more than that. I haven't used an agency to do it since then. Like I said, I've done it myself. And I've directed clients to do it, but I didn't ask them how much because, as with all the marketing, it's not about the cost, it's about the return, right? We don't really care if it costs 10 cents a line, 5 cents a line, 8 cents a line, as long as it adds up that I'm making more money that I'm investing. And if by doing tested, as with everything, if by doing the handwriting, you're getting better responses, it's likely because more people are opening the envelopes to begin with and seeing what's on the inside. Not to mention they're opening them in the right frame of mind, curious to say, who is sending me something so personal? I don't recognize that return address. This is very smart, not showing a business on the return address. Just say, it seems like it's from a person there. And it seems like it's to a person there, even though this is the address of my business. It's not my home address. And interestingly, I did notice, by the way, that these two that are pretty much identical, and I've received them before, so I pretty much know, I'm guessing what's in it. I've gotten over and over. But this one has the zip code 852 whatever that is. I don't recognize that. I don't know what it is. This is the right zip code, 85255. This one, 82520. not even sort of really close. They got the first number right, and the rest of it is all messed up. And yet, still got to me. So that, I guess that zip code must be close or whatever, but somehow it got to me. Anyway, but you can see from the differences, like look at my last name Cypress, and look at that last name Cypress, and look at the difference. I put it like this, where you see the handwriting. It's very clear that these are written different. Look how big and fat that loop is in the P. Likely done by the same person, but the slant is different. Size of some of the letters is different. Doesn't stay straight on a line. It goes up a little bit and all that, and it has the wrong zip code. I guess the telltale of all. But number one gets it open more, and number two gets it open in the right frame of mind of like, what is that? I'm curious. As opposed to tricking them to open things, which a lot of commercial direct mail does, or emails. They call it clickbait when it's online, a kind of misleading headline to get people to click. You could have a misleading kind of a envelope to get people to open it. Oh, such and such inside. Your free gift inside. Then you open it up, it's not. Or the thing you ordered inside, like you didn't order anything. Like it's a bait and switch. Now you opened it, but you're in the wrong frame of mind to be wanting to buy from that person because they broke trust immediately by lying to you just to get the envelope open. So I don't suggest you do that. But there it is. Yep, sure enough. It's pretty much what I've gotten over and over. And it's from a friend of mine. Only he has his wife sending it. But greetings, fellow entrepreneurs, blah, 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 wanting me to spread. And then it's hand signed on the back. Just first name, very familiar. I do know person, but generally, I'm guessing this is sent to people that don't. But it's a very personalized type of thing, even though the letter itself is typed out. And yes, it's the same exact letter, only this one I didn't fold inside out. There, so now it's the same letter. Greetings, fellow entrepreneurs. Signed Dottie on the back. Oh, actually, nope, this one. So it's a little bit different. I can tell because look what happened when I folded it out. And I see that at the end of this one, it's about half a page. The end of this one's taking up that full page. So actually, I'll read these afterwards here and see slight differences in the messages. Smart thing to do, be slightly tweaking and testing a portion of your mailings, the messages. In fact, it's very strange now. This one has, I did not fold it inside out. This is a 1, 2, 3, 3.5 pages. This one is only 2 pages. It's only on the inside. Interesting. So 2 pages, 3.5 pages, but similar envelope and address and all that. So, they all get opened, I'm guessing, with even no matter how fake it is, this one obviously fake, just printed on there. And yet still, hey, no return address, sort of handwritten fonts printed, but okay, I'm curious to go, who's it from and what's this all about? Now, I'd have to say not likely unless I'm doing this video. But just to share, we'll see what it's all about. And also we'll see if they carry out like that one did by, sure, it was a printed out message, but it was hand signed at the end. If they carry to the conclusion, the consistency of the handwriting, personal type of thing. Oh yeah, well, I've gotten these before and I've shared them before. It's the old Anderson replacement Windows yellow lined paper letter. So this thing was real personal, coming on a yellow lined paper, and this is also printed, not handwritten. You write it all out, and then you have your fulfillment, your printer printed onto this yellow paper as if it's handwritten onto it. Even has a little what's called a lift note on the back, an extra little note to get you to open this thing up and say like, wow, I wonder what's inside. And then it has a little coupon for some kind of a neighborhood discount. No, 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 no money down, no payments, no interest for a year, extra discount. There's a local number, Scottsdale number, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, the last piece, well, this one has a return address on it. It's one of the charities I support, the Milwaukee Rescue Mission. And so let's see, they like to send out a lot of thank you cards for donations and, asking for more donations. Oh, and this card, boy, I wonder, no, must have just come. I was going to say, is it a year ago? No, it's not hanging around here for a year, but it's a Happy Easter card. So there it is. It's an actual card, greeting card in a greeting card envelope. Go figure. And so, and again, they are carrying it through also. Now they have the same printing. I can even notice at a glance on the inside for my name. You can see the printing of the name there. So there's Mr. Sipress, there's Mr. Sipress, and they both look the same. So same printing. Obviously, you can't handwrite and get it that close to exactly the same. And then it's well, perhaps I don't know. Now I can't tell. I have to really look at it carefully, which is the point to see if it's printed or if it's really handwritten. Now that I think about it, now that I'm looking at it, this one is handwritten and therefore is written by the same person. There are slight differences now that I look at it, but likely same person. Very close handwriting there. So very well. So it's got, Dear Mr. Cypress, can't thank you enough for the difference you've made in the lives of those who are homeless, hungry, and hurting, and blah, blah, blah. Thanks for your generous support. You've helped restore hope and dignity. Thank you for your continued friendship and compassion towards our neighbors in need. P.S. Your last gift was an answered prayer. Thank you for your local support. That is that's the handwritten P.S. So, very personal message thanking for a donation. And of course, doesn't, oh, it does. I was going to say it doesn't ask for another one, which would be a mistake. It says, I hope you will, very soft ask, I hope you will consider giving once again to help provide for our hurting neighbors. However, it doesn't include a return address or go to a website or click here. It's a very soft ask. It really is like a greeting card. So very nice. So once in a while, oh, wait, no, there was an insert. Just noticed. There it is. There's an insert. My Easter gift to help out our neighbors in need. I'll fold over because it has my name and address on it for privacy, but yeah, there it is. Yes, I'll help, and here's my gift. So it's a soft ask on the card, but then there's a direct ask, and then there is a return envelope. Why didn't I see this when I opened it? Must have seen it and not regarded it. So it's got a soft ask and a thank you on the card itself, and then it's got the straight out, hey, Visa, please charge my gift to my credit card, or electric funds transfer, or, close a check or whatever, call, give it over the phone, whatever it is. So it's at the same time saying thank you and requesting another charitable donation. So well done there. Well done, all of them. Handwritten envelope. Got them all open, at least for this video. Give it a shot. Hopefully you're tracking and testing and looking at all the numbers so you'll know whether it actually gives your mailings a lift when you use handwritten envelopes, handwriting on the inside. See if it improves your conversion. It almost undoubtedly will. But the key is you got to do the math. Will it improve the conversion enough to offset the additional cost, whether it's just time, effort, or paying somebody to do it, to do all the handwriting kind of stuff? Make sense? Power of handwriting lost in today's digital world where everyone just sends emails and text messages and all that BS. Uh, Handwriting, a lost art, and a huge, bigger than it ever was. Used to be just assumed, just taken for granted. Oh, of course, it's a handwritten letter. Now you send handwritten letters, bang, you rise right to the top of that person's list, and they go, wow, this person actually wrote something to me by hand. Makes a big difference. I recommend you check it out and test it in your advertising, marketing, and sales efforts. That'll do it for Direct Mail Monday, Pi Day, March 14th, 2022. Thanks for being here today. I'll be back again tomorrow on Topical Tuesday, and I'll be back again with more dipping into my own mailbox next Direct Mail Monday. Catch you tomorrow. Over and out. Bye bye.